Hello everyone, welcome to Data Platform Virtual Summit 2021 and welcome to my session. Today's topic is benefits of installing IaaS agent extension on Azure SQL VM. I am a customer engineer at Microsoft and I help customers in their high availability, business continuity, migrations, upgrade journeys, and remove roadblocks for them. I also do a lot of volunteerings, and since this is a 30-minute session and most of it is demo and there are a few slides, let's jump into it right away. So agenda for today item look like we are first going to talk about what is IaaS agent extension is. Then we will go over registration methods and different management types. And then finally, we will go into the demo, and in demo, we will talk about the benefits of this extension. So what is IaaS agent extension is? It's a free add-on for our infrastructure as a service customers to give them experience of PaaS-like capabilities without any additional cost to them. So they will be able to manage their SQL Server automatically from the Azure portal instead of remote desktop into the VM for these administrative tasks. So the next we will talk about the management modes. So there are 3 types of management modes with IaaS agent extension: lightweight, full, and no agent. Lightweight mode does not require the restart of SQL Server, but it only supports changing the license type and the addition of SQL Server. So you can use this option for SQL Server VMs with multiple instances participating in failover cluster. There is no impact on memory or CPU when using the lightweight mode, and there is no associated cost. It is recommended to register your SQL Server VM in lightweight mode first and then upgrade to full mode. Full mode delivers all the PaaS-like functionality, but requires a restart of the SQL Server and system administrator permission. So I would correct myself here. It used to require the restart, but starting from this month, this has changed. Now there is no need to restart SQL Server service when you install the IaaS agent extension in the full mode. Full mode installs 2 Windows services that have a minimal impact to memory and CPU. These can be monitored through Task Manager. And again, there is no cost associated with using the full mode. It also creates a login on SQL Server instance with sysadmin rights to perform these management tasks. If you want to verify the status of IaaS agent extension, you go to your Azure SQL VM in the portal, and under the setting, look at the extension, and you will see SQL IaaS extension installed. So what are the benefits of IaaS agent extension? In the lightweight mode, only license type manageability option is turned on, and you can change the addition of SQL Server, such as from developer to standard to enterprise, and you can change the license type, such as from pay-as-you-go to Azure Hybrid Benefit or free DR and HA node. That's the only option available here in the lightweight mode. In full mode, you have a bunch of features available to configure. You can extend the size of your data and log files. You can change the SQL Server connectivity if you're using a different port. If you are using Azure Key Vault to bring your own certificates and your Azure and your keys to encrypt your database, you can do that from the portal. You can configure the schedules of automatic patching and automated backup, our services, and also if you are creating if you have availability group, you can create and manage availability group from the portal as well. Registering IaaS agent extension. So there are three ways this extension can be registered. One is the single VM registration, which is the manual way. You can have automatic registration. And the third is the bulk registration of multiple VMs. Due to short time, we will only cover single VM registration and automatic registration in the demos. So let's jump into the demo. Hello, we are now in my demo environment. This is my subscription, ESCS CUS Int AM Lalani, and I'm going to show the demo in this subscription. To register your SQL Server VM with SQL IaaS extension, you must first register your subscription with the Microsoft.SQL Virtual Machine Resource Provider. And it has to be done at the subscription level. So, and the resource provider, make sure that Microsoft.SQL Server SQL Virtual Machine is registered. You can see, there are a lot of providers here. Some are registered, some are not registered. Simply, type the name of that and then just click register. That's the only thing you need to do here, and that's the one-time thing that you done. And then you will be able to install IaaS agent extension. So this is already in there. So now let me show you the resource group where my resources are. I'm going to use this resource group, RGDEA demo. The thing that you need to concentrate is on the virtual machines. So I have two Azure SQL virtual machines. Actually, I have three here, but we are only using DEA Target 1 and DEA Target 2 VM. So DEA Target 1 is the Azure SQL VM, which I created from the marketplace image. And because of that, IaaS agent came installed with it. And DEA Target 2 VM is the one where I just installed the Windows Azure VM and installed the SQL Server manually. So IaaS agent extension is not there. So let's look at, let's go to the virtual machine blade and the and if you look on the left-hand side menu here, you see SQL Server configuration. That blade is there because in the extension SQL IaaS extension is installed here. So same thing if we go here in the second virtual machine and look at the extension, that SQL IaaS extension is not there, and so is you don't see the SQL Server configuration. So now so I want to show you what the benefit of this agent, right? So if this is not here, SQL Server, you cannot manage SQL Server from the portal. Here, if I click the SQL Server configuration, you can see it asking me manage SQL virtual machine. And then you can see I have like these 7 features light up. These are also shown here under the settings. Okay, so now let's enable IaaS extension in a lightweight mode on one of the on our DEA Target 2 VM, where it is not installed, as we saw here that it is not installed here, right? So that's what I'm using a PowerShell script. So first I'm going to connect to my subscription. So let's run it by step by step. So I'm connected. Now I'm just going to see what the information I get. So if I want to look at just the Azure VM, I can run this command and it will give me what VM I'm using. So if you can see that in this resource group, I have 3 VMs, remember, and we are using the last 2 ones here, and the size of the VM, which operating system, and what status they are in, it's showing me there. if I want to know this about the SQL Server on these VMs, I can say AZ SQL VM. And what I'm seeing is only this server. All of 3 have SQL Server installed, but why I am seeing only this? Because it has the IaaS agent extension. If it has not, you will not see that in the inventory. Okay, so let's hold this value for my target VM and the resource group in this variable. And then I'm going to use the command new AZ SQL VM, right? And VM name, resource group name, and then I'm providing the location and license type. And I'm providing license type as pay as you go and management, SQL management type, and I'm saying lightweight. So we will first enable this one as a lightweight mode. So let's run this. So it will take a few minutes, like 2 minutes. As you can see, the command has completed, and you can see here that SQL IaaS agent extension is enabled. So now just, and you can also see now SQL Server configuration menu item is also available. Let's go to that blade and go to SQL virtual machine here. And if you can see here, only one item says configured, and the other items are saying not available because they are in the lightweight mode. And in the lightweight mode, you can change the SQL Server license type. I can change it to Azure Hybrid. This is a development edition, so it is not allowing me. If I change from developer edition to standard, then it will allow me. Okay, so I'm just canceling here, but you know, these 2 items you can only configure. Okay, let's go back, and now we will upgrade it to the full mode. So go back here, and now we are going to update AZ SQL VM, and we will say management type full. And this time we don't have to provide the location and the pay as you go. In the first one, those are the required options. So here we go, let's update. And again, you know, this will take a couple of minutes. So as you can see, the command has completed, and now the SQL management type is full. So let's go to our manage SQL virtual machine option here. And now we will see that all the 7 items are available because now it is in IaaS agent extension on this VM is in full mode, right? And you can do the storage configuration, you know, you can extend the drive. Again, you can change these items here. You can set up the automated patching and its schedule, and you can configure automated backup and decide, you know, if you want to select the storage and then decide if you want to backup system databases, configure the schedule. So you can do all these cool things here. And the third thing, SQL connectivity. So if you want to enable mixed mode authentication, you can enable it. Actually, it is enabled when I was creating this VM. I can integrate Azure Key Vault integration. I can enable it, just provide the Key Vault information. So I can bring my own certificate and key to encrypt my databases. So Azure Key Vault integration also, we can integrate the same place here. If I'm using a different port, I can do that. What type of connectivity I have chosen private, other methods are local, which is only inside the VM, and the public. Automated patching backup are services, and also if we go back here, you can see that we can also manage high availability from here. It's in the preview feature. It's not showing for me because my VM is not joined to the domain. So this SQL Server VM does not meet prerequisite for creating an availability group. Join the current SQL Server VM to a domain. So that's why the reason, but you can manage it here from here as well. Next, I want to show you a view where it will give you an inventory in one page dashboard where you can see that IaaS agent installation is installed on the machine or not. And you can also see in which mode, it's lightweight mode or full mode. And that view is SQL virtual machine. Just type in the search here SQL virtual machine and you will get this view to look at it. So we see our two virtual machines, DA target 1 and DA target 2 VM, and this is the one, the DA target 2 VM, where we just install first in lightweight mode and then in full mode. So you can see the management type is full mode here. If we can. Yeah, so both are in full mode. Now I'll show you how we can remove the extension. So one thing to note here that once you are in full mode, you cannot downgrade to lightweight mode. What you have to do, you have to uninstall the extension and then install again with the lightweight mode. So we are just going to see how we can uninstall it. So the command to uninstall is remove AZ SQL VM. Just provide the VM name and the resource group. Simple as that, and it will take a couple of minutes. And once this command completes, then you will see that this machine will second VM will not be in the in this view. So that's why this view is important, because it will give you a one dash. Suppose you have hundreds of SQL Server. You want to see what kind of license you have. Sometimes you have a DR passive node license or Azure hybrid benefit or pay as you go. You can see all in one pane, and you can also see that is it in full mode management type or is it in lightweight mode, or if you don't see your SQL Server, that means you have no IaaS agent is installed there. So that's why you will not see in this inventory page. So that's the benefit of installing IaaS agent extension. So as you can see, the command has completed, and now we don't see the DA target 2 VM virtual machine anymore here. So that means that IaaS agent extension is uninstalled. The second thing that I want to show you is how to do the automatic installation of IaaS agent extension. And it's very simple. In the same view, SQL virtual machine, you see here automatic SQL Server VM registration. When you click on this, what you are basically saying, select the correct subscription, and I want to select my this subscription, and I have to accept the terms that what it will do. Any existing SQL Server, Azure SQL VM that I have, and any future that in future I'm installing new SQL Server, all of them will get the IaaS agent extension in the lightweight mode. So manually you have to go and turn it into the full mode. I showed you the command in the previous demo. So you have to use the update AZ SQL VM command to update it to the full mode. So that's why you're accepting it. And if I turned it and I say yes, and it will take about 3 to 4 minutes to work. And then any new SQL Server or any existing SQL Server, they will be registered with the IaaS agent extension. So when the automatic registration is enabled, a job runs daily to detect whether or not SQL Server is installed on all unregistered VMs in the subscription. If the SQL Server is detected, the virtual machine will be registered with the extension in lightweight mode. So if I go again here, automatic SQL Server VM registration, what it is saying is automatic registration has already been enabled for the subscription. So now it is enabled there, but you don't see the other machine because the job runs once a day. So tomorrow, if I come here, you will see a DE target 2 here again, and the management type, it will say here lightweight mode. So how to disable automatic SQL Server VM registration? So currently there is no way to do it from the portal. You have to use PowerShell script, and this is what the script is here. Unregister AZ provider feature, and the feature name is bulk registration, and you provide the resource provider name. Remember, this Microsoft.SQL virtual machine that in the beginning of the demo I showed you that this is you to enable at the subscription level. So this you have to because this is enabling at the subscription level. So let's run this command, and again, you know, it is going to take a few minutes to complete this command. While this command has completed here, but this is still working behind the scene. As you can see here, if I click this again for my subscription, it is saying automatic unregistration of SQL Server VM is currently in progress. So currently, whichever SQL Server VM has IaaS agent installed, whether in lightweight mode or full mode, it will not unregister those. It will just it will not register new SQL servers VMs. So you are disabling the automatic SQL Server registration at the subscription level. Now I want to show you what is happening behind the scenes. So I am connected to the two SQL Server instances which we talked about. And I am remote desktop into one of the machine, and in the SSMS I'm connecting to two instances that we talked about in the Azure. One is the self-install, and this one is the one that we were working with in our demos, right? So when SQL Server IaaS agent extension is installed, it creates a login on the SQL Server, and that login is SQL IaaS extension query. And this login is a sysadmin because it has to do all the management work from the portal, and it needs that permission. So this login gets created. In addition to that, in the services, two services get installed at the Windows level, and they are called Microsoft SQL Server IaaS agent and Microsoft SQL Server IaaS query agent, and both of these run under the same account as this login. So that is what behind the scene it gets the work. When you uninstall the IaaS agent extension, it is no longer there. As you can see, it is not there in the DEA target 2 VM. We are almost at the end of our session. Next is we'd like to provide special thanks to Microsoft for their support for this conference and Data Platform Geeks and SQL Server Geeks. Next, I'd like to thank you for attending the session today, and there are a few ways you can win prizes. You can post your selfie with hashtag DPS 2021. You can provide session and conference feedback, or you can visit our sponsor and exhibitors. And you can follow us on these Twitter handles. Thank you again.